to Ride with Gary. Today I'm going to do the 1,000-mile review, as at the moment I think I'm just over 1,000 miles, about 1,000 miles and 50, something like that. So we'll start off with the modifications we've made to the bike. So we'll start at the front. The first thing I did was put this headlight cowling on. Before I put this on, there was a lot of wind blast in my chest, and when I rode the demonstrator it had this cowling on, and even though it's only short, it does do a good job of deflecting the wind away from you. So I put that on. It's a big improvement. You don't get anywhere near as much wind blast in your chest, so that works really well. They're not cheap. They're I think it was a couple £100 if I remember rightly. A week or two back I put the extender on the mudguard down here just to keep the engine a bit cleaner, so that seems to be working well. I've got the handguards, and they weren't too expensive actually. They were 30-40 quid, something like that. The mudguard, I think that was 30 quid. These were 30 or 40. But I have problems with my skin cracking my knuckles, so I put these on just to keep the wind off my knuckles a bit. The mirrors were just useless when I got this bike. I couldn't see nothing but my elbows, so I put these little extenders on, and now they're great. I can see really well behind me. I put the Oxford heated grips on. You can see here. I did speak to Honda about putting their heated grips on, but to buy them and have them installed they wanted 400 quid. So I bought the Oxford ones online. I think they were 60 quid, and my local service centre fit them for me for 50 quid. So I've saved myself like 300 quid there, and I know they work well because I had them on my last bike. So yeah, happy with them. I added this bag. Again, very expensive, 200 quid. In fact, I think it was more than that. I used to just have a cheap one on the back, but it was rubbing my lower back and bugging me, so I put this one on. It's a nice size and everything. It's a nice looking bag, but yeah, a bit expensive. The biggest modification I've made is this seat. I just found the seat really hard. For me, I felt like I was sat on a wooden bench. So I took it to an upholsterer, and cost me best part of 200 quid, but it's nice and comfortable now. It's nice and soft, and you'll see from the angle here it doesn't dip down as much. It's an inch higher than it was. So yeah, that's nice and comfy now. What's the other mods I've made? The only other mod, in fact I've just had it done today, if you can see from round here. I've had the handlebar risers put on. So they've just gone on this morning. I've just done about 20 or 30 miles on it to test them out, and yeah, you sat more upright, so it takes a bit of pressure off your hands and your lower back, and it doesn't seem to have affected the handling of the bike. So yeah, hopefully they're gonna do the job that I wanted them to do. So yeah, happy with them so far. I'll give an update on them when I've done a few 100 mile. So in terms of how the bike performs, it is running a bit smoother now that it's got 1,000 miles on the clock. Nothing major to report really. I have heard people say that fifth gear gets better the more miles you put on it, and that it does start to pull a bit. For me, that hasn't happened yet. It's still pretty useless, to be honest, for me. I don't even put it in fifth unless I'm doing at least 60, and even then, you know, as soon as you put it in fifth it just feels like that's it, there's no more to give. So yeah, I tend to leave it in fourth unless I'm doing at least 60. So yeah, other than that I can't really think of anything else to tell you. The fuel consumption on it is really good, excellent. Like I say, I've done over 1,000 miles now, and I think I've only been to the petrol station 3 or 4 times, you know, so you're getting at least 300 miles to a tank, so that's really good, brilliant. Yeah, I think that's about all I can think of at the moment. I'm sure there'll be another video to come later, but yeah, thanks for watching, and I will see you on the next one. If you haven't already done so, give us a subscribe, it helps out. Thanks a lot, bye.